Hello, Disney friends. How are you? I missed you last week. I know we had a brief sort of off our regular day coffee chat from the cafeteria food court inside of All Star Movies, and that was fun, but not quite the whole catch up. So I'm back. I didn't do Facebook Live last week because I was at Walt Disney World and Universal Orlando Resort. I'm back. My brain is full of knowledge. I had an amazing training and I have tons of stuff to share with you. So let's cheers to this weekend getting going. Today I've got my ink and paint mug. This has all these adorable characters. When the mug is cold, it's dark blue, and then as it heats up with the coffee, all the characters appear. So cheers to the weekend. How was your week? Did you guys have a good week? I'm very discombobulated because I had a half a week. I flew home Tuesday night. Yeah, Tuesday night. Whew, and it was a whirlwind. So, while I was gone, let's see. I went to Walt Disney World and Universal Orlando Resort. I was there with a training that my agency set up for us, specifically so that we would have more information that we can use to help you guys book your vacations, more firsthand information. And we did a total of, let's see, I was there for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Oh my gosh, that was a lot of days. I went to Universal Orlando Resort. We toured 3 hotels over there. I went to Walt Disney World. I went to Epcot twice. We toured 6 hotels at Walt Disney World and did Animal Kingdom, did Magic Kingdom, and got to spend some time with my fellow agents, which really was like above the highlight of everything else. I mean, it was an amazing trip. It was super fun. But if you ask me what was the thing that I will always remember forever about this trip, it was getting to meet and see and hang out with in person my fellow agents. If you're not familiar with Middle of the Magic Travel, we are mostly a home-based agency. So our main office is in Orlando, Florida. We're in Mickey's backyard. And our agents are scattered all over the country. So we all live in different cities and different states. We all, work from home. There's about 35 of us right now. And 19 agents were at this training, which is just amazing. I mean, we see each other all the time on Zoom meetings and online, but to get to see everybody in person and to get to hang out and chat and fun, it was so great. It was really fantastic time. So I got to meet new agents. I got to hang out with agents I've met with previously. And I just work with like the best, sweetest group, like so much fun. It was a blast. And being able to Hillary, hi, miss you. Hi, Hillary. So Hillary and I finally met in person this past weekend, and we had a really fun time running around the Magic Kingdom like maniacs and other things. So we had a great time. I also got the opportunity to hang out with one of my friends from high school, believe it or not. She and her daughter were able to come over the first day that I was there, and we went to Epcot together, which was really fantastic. We've been friends for a very long time. I'm going to say more than a quarter century, if you believe it. So it was great to be able to go to Epcot with her. For sure, one of the highlights of the trip for me was getting to ride Soarin' with her. It's the first time that she had been on Soarin' since they changed from Soarin' over California to Soarin' around the world. And if you haven't ridden it, the transitions between the scenes can be a little bit surprising, kind of sudden. So, yeah, there was a lot of like, oh, it was a good memory. It was a good time. Tracy, it was so much fun, made me so happy to see everyone having such a great time together and connecting. Yes, absolutely. So Tracy is the reason we are all here. She is the owner of Middle of the Magic Travel, and she and one of my fellow agents, Amber, coordinated the whole training this past weekend for us, and they just knocked it out of the park. I mean, it was amazing, and I learned so much. I can't even believe how many different hotel rooms I was in this past weekend, seeing things I've never seen. So it was really great. Jennifer, hello, yay. Hi, Jen, how are you? We missed you. Can't wait to catch up with you at conference in December. I'll get to learn some more. So yeah, my goodness, let's see. So one of the best things that I got out of training, besides getting to see all my fellow agents, which was amazing, I toured so many hotels, you guys. 10 different hotels I was in this weekend. We went to, Jennifer, I cannot wait. I can't wait either. Can it be December now? I am ready to go back. Like, I hate leaving Disney. I hate it. I hate coming home. And I hate being like, this daily routine is terrible. There are no Mickey waffles here. There's no magical bus to get on. There are no rides. Somebody, like, this is just, you just can't even compare. 229 days, but who's counting? The best cure for the Disney blues is to start another countdown. So I'll be back in October and hopefully sooner if we can swing something. But the hotels, you guys. Okay, so the first hotel tour day, we went over to Universal Orlando Resort. They have 8 different hotels on property, and we toured Cabana Bay Beach Resort, which was so unbelievably fun. If you're not familiar with Universal's hotels, Cabana Bay is like a retro-themed hotel, like from the 50s, and it is just, I mean, to the T, they have every detail down. It is so adorable, and I would love to stay there. I'm gonna book a stay there in the future just so I can enjoy it some more. So we did Cabana Bay Beach Resort. We did Royal Pacific Resort, which was gorgeous. It's like a Bali, South Pacific type theme. It was beautiful with like wood and orchids, and the colors are very soothing. It's a very beautiful, relaxing property. And then we toured the Hard Rock Hotel, which I had never been into the rooms in. And the Hard Rock is super fun. It definitely has a rock and roll vibe. It's like darker colors. It has, the lobby has sort of this like more intense like rock star smell, like sort of patchouli kind of smell. Like I totally, and it's a little bit darker. And I was like, this definitely feels like I'm about to get ready to go for like a night out. So the Hard Rock Hotel, I definitely recommend if you are into that sort of rock and roll vibe. Super fun. And then we spent the day, the rest of the day in Universal theme parks. And hands down, one of the highlights of my day at Universal was, okay, the Mardi Gras floats, first off, I want to say are fantastic. Mardi Gras was extended through May 2nd, so you still have a chance to go. And it's like a giant food festival, which, I mean, you can't go wrong with a giant food festival, but also they have their parade floats parked at different areas in the park, and you can go real up close to them and look really closely at the details. And it's, you know, you can see them during the day. So normally, pre-COVID, I guess, when they had Mardi Gras, they have a big parade at night, which is fantastic, and there's performers, and they throw beads, and it's really great. But, you know, the parade floats kind of go by, and that was it, and if you didn't see it, they're gone. Now, the parade floats are parked, so you can actually see all the gorgeous details that go into them. So I really enjoyed seeing all the artistry that goes on with the floats. It was really great. But the highlight of the day, besides hearing Jacqueline scream because the dragon spit fire and she wasn't ready for it, and that was I will always hear her voice screaming in the back of my head now when I see the dragon. But one of my favorite things to do at Universal is to see the Blues Brothers performance. I am a ginormous Blues Brothers fan. I love them. I catch them every time I'm there. I try to see them. And I found out that my fellow agent Roselle also is a huge Blues Brothers fan. And we happened to be walking by the area right as the show was about to start. And we got to see him, you know, pull in the Blues Mobile. And we stood on the curb and danced. And it was just a really, really great time. It made my heart so happy to find like someone else that appreciates it as much as I do. And yeah, so my streak continues. I did see the Blues Brothers this trip as well, and I saw them in December. So I think I'm 3 for 3 on my last trips that I've been able to see the Blues Brothers. So we'll see if we can keep the streak going. And then for Disney hotels, let's see if I can remember because they all run together. Okay, so we toured the Boardwalk Inns. Well, actually, we were in the villas. We toured the villas. We saw one of the studios. Gorgeous. Loved it. I love the Boardwalk. I'm a big fan. Then we went to Pop Century Resort and Art of Animation Resort. And if you haven't seen or been to Art of Animation Resort, you really need to check it out. It's a must stay, not a must do, a must stay if you are a big Disney fan, especially of like the Disney of the 90s, because the theming is so immersive on the buildings and in the rooms and just everything at the hotel. So they have different areas, different sections that are themed like Finding Nemo, The Little Mermaid, The Lion King, and the movie Cars. And it is down to every last little detail of the rooms, of the buildings, the decor, the carpet, everything. And the hotel is so much fun even just to walk around the grounds because the decorations are great. They have like big statues of the characters from the movies. They have 3 awesome pools and a splash pad and a great food court. And it's a Skyliner hotel. So if you are a fan of that sort of like era of movies, I definitely recommend checking out Art of Animation because it's like staying inside of the middle of the movie. It really is the most Disney-ified of all the hotels. All the hotels have Disney touches, but Art of Animation is like a full-on Disney movie experience. My mom is watching Halloo. So then we took the Skyliner back. Can't go wrong with the Skyliner. It's my favorite form of transportation. I definitely suggest at least riding it, even if you're not staying at one of the Skyliner hotels. It is super convenient, super fun to just sail conveniently, right away. It takes you to Epcot or Hollywood Studios, and it connects some of the hotels on property. So we went to the Riviera Resort. It was my first time there. Wow, is that place gorgeous. Riviera, they really did it right. Everything is really beautiful and detailed. Halloo! Everything is really beautiful and detailed, and the quick service food was awesome. The grounds were gorgeous. It was just a really nice, like, you just want to be there. Like, the feeling, like, the vibe of being in the hotel, like, you just want to be there and hang out and spend time. Is really great. So Riviera is the newest hotel, actually, that's opened at Walt Disney World, and I recommend it if you want a really upscale feel. Perfect. It's the place that you should go. Then we went over to Coronado Springs, one of my personal favorite hotels, toured there, and then we went to All-Star Movies, which is where I was staying. This is my first time staying at All-Star Movies. They were closed. When Walt Disney World opened last year, they kept All-Star Movies closed because they're finishing up a renovation. And so I got to stay in the refurbished rooms for the first time. It was my first time staying there. So they have swapped out the floors, now have a nice hardwood. Well, it's not real wood, but you know what I mean. Hard floor, not a carpet. And they have 2 queen beds, but one of them is the table bed, right? So during the day, it's a table and chairs, and then it folds down, the second queen-size bed. And the floor space is really large to be able to have enough room for everybody. So I had my own table and chairs. I could set on my computer and work. I had queen-size bed. And then the way they did the bathrooms are a lot more space-saving. And so there was a ton of space for me to put all my stuff. It was really fantastic. So I thought, especially for the price, All-Star Movies, I would 150% recommend it, even though that's not a real number. Because for what I was doing, I really was not in my hotel room. I needed a shower and I needed a place to sleep, and I was gone all day. You can't beat it. And plus all the Disney magic. The food court downstairs was very convenient, had mobile ordering, so I could place my order from my room, and when I was ready, I just picked it up. The pools were popping, I will say that. I came back about 10:30 p.m. one night, and there was still a ton of kids and families in the pools. So the pools are great and open late. I personally didn't swim. I didn't have time for it, but yeah, so that was it was a lot, but you cannot replace physically walking into a space and seeing it with your own eyes and being able to visualize it. So 10 completely different hotels. I have now been in them all, and I'm totally ready to be able to advise you for your next Disney vacation. Where's the best place to stay? So it was fantastic. Let's see. So one of the other highlights that I didn't mention yet, but I would like to. I know a lot of you guys are familiar with Disney's Magical Express, which is the shuttle service that is included when you stay at a Disney hotel. It'll bring you to and from Orlando International Airport, and it is included with your hotel stay. I wanted to try something different. So this time I booked myself private transfers to and from the airport instead of taking Magical Express because I want to check it out, see what it was like. And I don't have enough good things to say. Like, I cannot tell you how happy I am with the service that I booked. I booked with Charlie at Park Avenue Limousines, and I did not ride in a limo, but let me tell you, it felt like I was in a limo. So to fly out Thursday morning, I was up at 2:30 in the morning, and I had to wait for my ride share to take me to the airport. And then once I got to the airport, there was a massive line for bag check. Like, I don't know what was going on. I've never seen that big of a line at the airport to check a bag. It was crazy. So I waited in that line. I waited for security. I waited at my gate. And then I waited to board the plane. And then I waited to get off the plane. And then I waited in line to get a coffee. And then I waited in line for my suitcase. And it was a lot of waiting. And let me tell you, to walk out of the door with my roller suitcase and have this gorgeous Lincoln Town car sitting there waiting for me with the AC cranked up ice cold, no waiting, after all I'd done all day was waiting, to get in the car at the curb and go was like the best way to start my vacation off once I got there. And Charlie was my driver, and he was super nice. And I was like, I loved this. I don't know that I ever want to get on Magical Express again. I loved it. So he took me from the airport to All-Star Movies. I had done online check-in, so my room was ready when I got there. They texted me my hotel room number. Charlie drove me to the hotel and waited downstairs for me while I took my suitcase to my room, and then took me straight to Epcot. And the whole trip was like, I don't know, it was like less than an hour to do all those things. Everything was done. And I was in the park and ready to go. It was fantastic. I seriously, I don't know. He's worth every penny and then some. I don't know that I would go back to taking Magical Express or just a rideshare. So now, but one of the nice perks, if you're interested in private transfers, he has a wide range of size of vehicles that you can book. So if it's just you, like it was just me, he picks me up in a regular car. He has SUVs, he has Sprinter vans, he has larger size vans, and even buses. So depending on the size of your party, private transfers might be an easier, faster, more convenient way for you and everybody you're traveling with to get to the same place at the same time. I recommend it. If you're interested, I'm happy to send you the information. We can add it onto your package. And he picked me up from my hotel, took me back to the airport. He picked me up in a really nice SUV. So bigger than I needed, but that was what was available. I felt like a rock star, let me just tell you. Here's the Magical Express bus parked here, and here's my fancy black SUV right here waiting for me. I didn't have to wait for anybody else. I didn't have to stop at any hotels. I got straight there. It was awesome. I can't say enough good things about it. And he said he will even stop if you want some simple groceries, like if you want a case of bottled water, a pack of diapers, a few things for breakfast to have in your hotel room. If you would like anything from Total Wine and Spirits, he will stop at the store before he picks you up, and your items will be waiting in your car for you. So you don't have to make extra arrangements to stop and pick up snacks, bottled water, wine, whatever it is that you're looking for. Cannot recommend him enough. I am happy. If you have a trip booked with me, or if you're going to book a trip with me, happy to make arrangements for you. It is so easy and so convenient, and seriously is one of the highlights of my trip. So highly recommend that. Okay, so I did actually get a question, not related to traveling to Disney, but sort of a travel planning question. So I was asked what happens if you book a vacation package with a travel agent and a promo comes out that could save you some money. What happens? So I and all the other agents who work with Middle of the Magic Travel, this is one of the free services that we include when you book your trip with us, is we have a discount watch. So if you book, let's say you're booking far out and there's no discounts. Let's say you're booking like November or December or maybe even into 2022, right? And you are hoping that a discount will come out, but it's too far in advance. They don't do them that far in advance. So you book your package at regular price. What happens is when the discounts are released by Disney, me and all of the other agents run around and get all of our clients' information, all their reservations pulled up, and we check and see if the new promotions will save our clients any money. And if they do, we automatically apply it for you. So we will make the adjustments to your reservation for you. You don't have to do anything. If you have not paid your vacation in full yet, no big deal. It just changes the final payment price. If you've already paid your final payment and you're paid in full for your trip and we apply a discount for you, you'll get a refund for the price difference. You won't lose any money. There's no change fees or anything like that for putting on the discount. So you'll always be able to have the vacation that you want with your preferred hotel, your preferred tickets and all that. And you know that you have the best price because we are applying the discounts that will be applicable for your trip to save you the most money. So it's a win-win situation for you. You don't have to do a thing. We do it all for you. So that was the question I got about promos. So yeah, don't wait for a promo to book your trip. Book your trip now and get it locked in so that you can have the dates you want, the hotel you want, the room you want, and the park passes that you want, because park passes are still a hot commodity. I mean, May and June are still very, very slim on park passes. And I think for the foreseeable future, both Disney parks, Disneyland and Walt Disney World, are going to be using the park pass system. So you do all that stuff now, and then later if a promotion comes out and we can save you some money, we will save you some money and you don't have to do a thing. One of the perks of using a travel agent to book your trip. All right, speaking of 2 Disney theme parks, the biggest piece of vacation news I have for you guys this week is Disneyland Resort. We have some movement on what's going on over there. So they're opening April 30th to California residents only. And they are also opening up reservations at the Disney's Grand Californian Hotel. Not the whole resort, but the Grand Californian, and then a few, oh, that was fun. It was fun. The 2 theme parks are opening up, and the Grand Californian Hotel, which is on Disneyland property, is opening up. They are also now available for booking or select Good Neighbor hotels, which are in the vicinity, and you can make a package. So you can make reservations. They are requiring park pass reservations as well. They're not calling them park passes. They're just calling them theme park reservations, which is confusing, but it's the same thing where you have to book both a ticket for the day you want to visit and a park reservation for the day you want to visit. You have to have both to be able to get in. And for right now, it's only California residents, but it's a huge step forward. I know everybody's very excited to get the parks open again and get all this sort of get the train moving down the tracks again, you know? Like, let's get all the pieces moving again, and let's get people in the parks. Let's get the cast members back to work. Let's get everything moving back towards the direction of being open for everybody. So far, no information about when the other 49 United States citizens are able to visit. Right now, it's only California residents, but hopefully we'll get some movement soon. You don't know. So that's all I have for you guys. I mean, it was a huge, very busy, very knowledge-filling weekend. So if we have not met before, I'm Sara Matube. I'm with Middle of the Magic Travel. I'm also known as Vacation Fairy Sara, and I am here to make your next Disney vacation as simple and memorable and as hassle-free as possible, and hopefully as fun as possible. So all of my firsthand experience and knowledge and everything that I can provide for you to make your trip easier is all free when you book your vacation with me. So you really don't have anything to lose, and you have everything to gain, including a fantastic vacation. I am available to help you plan, so hit me up with a message, or you can email me at sarah@middleofthemagictravel.com, and I will see you guys next week. Have a fantastic weekend. I hope it's nicer there than it is here. Here in Denver, we have snow. Really? Yeah, it's snowing again. That's why I have the big boy of coffee. So I'm going to cheers to you guys having a great weekend and have a good week next week. And I will see y'all next Friday. Bye, guys.